Hey guys, let's get more news about Miami Heat, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Is Golden State the best landing spot for Jimmy Butler? There are whispers about the Warriors being interested in Heat star Jimmy Butler, so is the Golden State franchise the best landing spot for him? The Athletic's Sam Amick recently spoke of the Warriors' alleged interest in Jimmy. Jimmy Butler's going to be a free agent next summer, didn't get an extension done, Amick said on the TK show. The Warriors, as you know, have interest there and I think probably, they made a couple of calls during the summer. It's no secret that the future of Butler in Miami is under question. The forward can sign for up to 2 years and $112.9 million on an extension with the Heat, but Miami's president Pat Riley wasn't exactly committed to an extension in June when he said, "We have not discussed that, a Butler extension, internally right now. We have to look at making that kind of commitment, and when do we do it? We don't have to do it until 2025, actually. But we'll see. We haven't made a decision on it, and we haven't really in earnest discussed it." Without Klay Thompson this season, the Warriors may struggle, and pairing another star with Steph Curry while he's still in form should be paramount. Many around the NBA community think the Steph-Jimmy pairing would be a great fit, including B/R's Andy Bailey. Curry's unparalleled outside shooting would give Butler more room to operate in that short to mid-range territory he already dominates. Butler's playmaking and in-between game, in return, would make it harder to sell out on Curry's off-ball movement, Bailey said. Seeing Klay Thompson in a Dallas jersey is going to take some getting used to, and he has high hopes for the upcoming season with his new team. Adding Klay, one of the game's best ever three-point shooters, into their starting lineup is a huge plus for the Mavs. The combination of Thompson, Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic could prove to be the missing piece in Dallas' title chase. The guard thinks the team can achieve great things. "I'm excited, it's a whole new chapter of my career that has the potential to be really special," Thompson told Dallas Hoop Journal. "The team was so close last year, 3 wins away from a championship, so I know we have the ingredients for success. We just have to stay together and build week by week. I know we can do something special, and that's why I'm here early, just to get a feel for the city and the lay of the land. And I'm having fun while doing it." As well as getting a feel for the city, Klay is embracing chemistry with his new teammates. The 34-year-old was part of the team's voluntary summer workouts in LA, where he set up a boat trip to Catalina for everyone. "It's been a pleasure getting to know the guys," Thompson shared. "I just wanted to do something nice for them and take them to one of my favorite places, Catalina Island. We had a great crossing, the water was beautiful that day, the sun was out, and it was awesome. We did a lot of fun things, whether it was diving off the boat, riding jet skis, or just swimming to shore. It was such a beautiful day, and I think those moments as teammates are the ones you cherish for life. Now it's go time, so we don't have as much leisurely time to do that, but I'll cherish that memory forever," he continued. That's the beauty of being a veteran, trying to show the younger guys another side of life that we don't get to experience as much once the season starts. So that was really, really fun. Miami Heat named best landing spot for $158 million forward. Every player on the Miami Heat is considered movable except for All-Star center Bam Adebayo. The Heat are preparing for the possibility of veteran star Jimmy Butler departing at either the trade deadline or next offseason, opening a few options for the front office. One of which is trading Butler to a championship contender for a younger forward like New Orleans Pelicans' Brandon Ingram. Bleacher Report pitched the Heat as the best landing spot for Ingram, but made note Heat team president Pat Riley could build around Adebayo, Tyler Herro, and Jamie Jaquez Jr. On the other hand, there may be value in taking some pressure off those three, and Brandon Ingram's mid-range game and playmaking skills could make him sort of a Butler facsimile, B/R's Andy Bailey wrote. Of course, he's not quite on the same talent tier, so having Ingram as a potential Butler replacement would require steps up from Harrow and Jaquez, but Miami might be stylistically consistent. As Bailey mentioned, it's impossible to place Butler and Ingram on the same tier, considering their differences in the postseason alone. The 35-year-old is regarded as one of the NBA's top playoff risers, while Ingram saw a significant drop last year. He averaged 20.8 points on 49.2% shooting in the regular season, compared to just 14.3 points on 34.5% shooting in their Round 1 series. Mock trade analysis: Spurs sacrifice youth for Jimmy Butler? Although the San Antonio Spurs would like to make the playoffs, their current roster would rival for a play-in tournament seed, at best. However, a recent fantasy trade proposal suggests the Spurs sacrifice youth and few picks for an aging superstar. Will a Jimmy Butler trade do anything to push the Spurs into playoff legitimacy? Inside the Spurs analyzes the hypothetical trade. Jimmy Butler's name came up recently in a podcast guest-starring the Athletic reporter Sam Amick. The Warriors were mentioned as interested in Miami Heat star Butler. However, if the Warriors have a shot at trading for a two-time NBA Finals runner-up, then the Spurs' assets and cap space surely could rival the Stephen Curry-led franchise's trade package. Andy Bailey of Bleacher Report proposed a hypothetical trade between the Spurs and the Heat. The trade: Butler for Keldon Johnson, Jeremy Sochan, Zach Collins, a 2025 first-round pick and a 2031 first-round pick. San Antonio, although not a hotbed for free agents, has ample cap space to acquire talent in the trade market. Working with the current CBA franchises now tread lightly on absorbing large deals, especially a $48.7 million annual contract for the 2024-25 season. However, as the Spurs have $27.1 million until they hit the first apron threshold, they could acquire Butler's services without shedding too many significant players and have the draft assets to rival any team aside from the Oklahoma City Thunder. Sochan, for as much potential as he has due to his sheer athleticism, the Dennis Rodman-compared forward shooting suggests he won't become a star. Furthermore, Johnson, although an adequate role player, hasn't done anything to push the Spurs in a positive direction, despite having the longest tenure regarding San Antonio's core players. Ultimately, parting with such players won't hurt the Spurs' long-term plans. However, trading picks for a 35-year-old aging star, with his prime behind him, seems like a trade waiting to blow up in the Spurs' face. Butler hasn't played at least 65 games since the 2018-19 season. While Butler is a prominent reason for Miami's success, he also played a role, although involuntarily, in the Heat's downfall last season. Trading for Butler will help the Spurs, but is the cost worth a first-round exit? And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Jimmy Butler? Leave your opinion in the comments.